Before we start, let me ask you something. What do you think is Hulk's greatest fight of all time? Was it when he nearly destroyed Thor? When he humiliated Loki? Or when he stood face to face with Thanos? The truth is, throughout the MCU and beyond, Hulk has given us some of the most brutal, unforgettable, and downright insane battles in superhero history. Some of these fights proved just how unstoppable he really is, while others reminded us that even the strongest Avenger can lose. So today, we're counting down the 10 greatest Hulk fights ever put on screen.
Hulk. Smash.
Hulk versus Thanos. Let's start with the fight that shocked every Marvel fan. Right at the beginning of Avengers, Infinity War, the surviving Asgardians are attacked by Thanos aboard their spaceship. As soon as Hulk sees the Mad Titan, he charges straight at him without hesitation. For a few seconds, it looks like Hulk might actually overpower him, but everything changes. Instead of relying on the Infinity Stones, Thanos defeats Hulk using pure skill, technique, and incredible strength. Within moments, Hulk is completely overwhelmed. It was one of the first times we'd ever seen Hulk lose a one-on-one fight so badly. The scene also showed the horrifying aftermath of Thanos' attack, with countless Asgardians lying dead across the ship. More importantly, this fight immediately established Thanos as the biggest threat the Avengers had ever faced. Hulk versus Fenris. Moving on. During Thor, Ragnarok, Hela unleashes her giant wolf, Fenris, against the people of Asgard. The massive beast quickly becomes one of the biggest threats during the final battle. That's when Hulk steps in. The clash between these two monsters is absolutely brutal. Fenris manages to bite and injure Hulk several times, but Hulk refuses to back down. Using his raw power, he eventually overpowers the giant wolf and throws it into the water below, saving Thor's people from certain death. It wasn't just another monster fight. It was two unstoppable beasts battling to protect completely different sides. Hulk versus Thor. Next up. Before the Avengers ever became a true team, they nearly destroyed each other. In the Avengers 2012, Bruce Banner loses control and transforms into Hulk aboard the helicarrier. His first target is Black Widow. Before Hulk can reach her, Thor steps in to stop him. What follows is one of the earliest Hulk battles in the MCU. Thor throws Mjolnir directly at Hulk. Hulk tries to lift the hammer, but just like everyone else, he can't. Even with Thor's incredible power, Hulk refuses to calm down. Instead, his uncontrollable rage continues, eventually leading him to destroy a SHIELD jet. This fight perfectly showed two things: Hulk's limitless anger and just how much destruction he can cause when nobody is able to stop him. Hulk versus tanks. Now let's go back even further. Although Hulk 2003 received mixed reviews from fans, one scene is still remembered today. Hulk versus 4 military tanks. As the military tries everything they have, Hulk simply charges forward without fear. Bullets barely affect him. The tanks fire everything they've got, but Hulk crushes them one after another as if they were nothing more than toys. The scene perfectly demonstrates Hulk's incredible durability. Not only is his strength unbelievable, his skin is practically impossible to penetrate. Hulk versus the military. The military wasn't done trying. In The Incredible Hulk 2008, General Ross launches another massive operation to stop Hulk. This time, soldiers attack with rifles, machine guns, Humvees, and even powerful sonic cannons. For a moment, it actually looks like they might succeed. The sonic weapons slow Hulk down and push him to his limits. But despite everything they throw at him, they still can't stop him. What makes this fight even more emotional is that Hulk refuses to hurt Betty Ross. Even in the middle of his uncontrollable rage, a part of Bruce Banner is still there. That moment reminds us that Hulk isn't just an angry monster. Deep inside, Bruce is still fighting for control. Hulk versus Leviathan. Now here's one of the most iconic Hulk moments in the entire MCU. During the final battle of the Avengers 2012, the Chitauri launch a massive Leviathan straight into New York City. At that point, everyone is wondering the same thing. How do you stop something that big? That's when Bruce Banner calmly steps forward. Captain America tells him, "Now might be a really good time for you to get angry." And Bruce simply replies, "That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry." In an instant, Banner transforms into Hulk, and with a single punch, he stops the charging Leviathan dead in its tracks. One hit. That's all it took. The combination of Alan Silvestri's incredible score, Bruce's unforgettable line, and Hulk's unbelievable strength turned this into one of Marvel's most legendary scenes. Even today, it's impossible to watch this moment without getting chills. Hulk versus Loki. Moving on. This next one is less of a fight and more of a complete humiliation. After spending the entire movie acting like the god of mischief, Loki finally confronts Hulk inside Stark Tower. Confident as ever, Loki declares himself a god and demands to be obeyed, but Hulk couldn't care less. He grabs Loki by the leg and repeatedly slams him into the floor from side to side like a ragdoll. After throwing him aside, Hulk delivers one of of the funniest lines in MCU history. Puny God. The entire theater erupted with laughter when this happened. And years later, it's still one of Hulk's most memorable moments. Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Now things get serious again. In Avengers, Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch manipulates Hulk's mind, sending him into an uncontrollable rage. As Hulk tears through an entire city, Tony Stark realizes there's only one way to stop him: the Hulkbuster armor. This wasn't just another Iron Man suit. Tony specifically designed it in case Hulk ever became a threat to humanity. The battle that follows is one of the biggest and most destructive fights in MCU history. Buildings collapse, cars are destroyed, entire streets are reduced to rubble. For a while, it looks like Hulk is simply too powerful. But Tony keeps adapting. Using the Hulkbuster's massive strength and advanced technology, he slowly gains the upper hand. Eventually, after Hulk notices the terrified civilians around him, his rage begins to fade. Tony takes advantage of that brief moment and finally knocks Hulk unconscious. This fight proved that even Hulk has limits, especially when Tony Stark comes prepared. Hulk versus Thor. We've already seen Hulk fight Thor once, but their rematch in Thor, Ragnarok, was on an entirely different level. Inside the Grandmaster's Gladiator Arena, Thor is shocked to discover that his next opponent is Hulk. Instead of being terrified, Thor gets excited. He's a friend from work. The crowd goes wild as two of the strongest Avengers begin fighting each other. Both heroes land devastating blows. Thor even starts unlocking the true power of lightning. For a brief moment, it actually looks like Thor's about to win. But before the fight can reach a proper conclusion, the Grandmaster secretly activates the obedience disc attached to Thor, ending the battle. The fight may not have had a true winner, but it gave fans everything they wanted: action, comedy, and some unforgettable reactions. Especially Loki's face when Hulk smashed Thor around the arena. He finally knew exactly how Thor felt back in New York. And finally, Hulk's greatest fight of all time: Hulk versus Abomination. At the end of The Incredible Hulk 2008, Emil Blonsky transforms into the monstrous Abomination. Unlike Hulk, Abomination enjoys destruction. He tears through the city without caring who gets hurt. Even General Ross realizes there's only one person capable of stopping him: Hulk. The battle is absolutely brutal. At first, Abomination dominates the fight. He's faster, more aggressive, and just as powerful. But the angrier Hulk becomes, the stronger he gets. Slowly, the fight begins to turn. Using every ounce of his strength, Hulk overpowers Abomination and finally defeats him, saving the city from complete destruction. This battle perfectly captured everything fans love about Hulk: his unstoppable rage, his incredible strength, and his determination to protect innocent people when it matters most. Even after all these years, it's still one of the greatest Hulk fights ever put on screen. From battling gods, to defeating monsters, to standing against the Mad Titan himself, Hulk has given us some of the most unforgettable action scenes in Marvel history. And with Spider-Man, Brand New Day bringing back Savage Hulk, there's a good chance we're about to witness even more incredible Hulk moments in the near future. But now I want to hear from you. Which Hulk fight is your all-time favorite? Did we rank them correctly, or would you change the order? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Marvel content, and I'll see you in the next one.